Well, the president, unlike my Cohen for Trump that has 1,000 followers, he's got over 60 million people. And when Mr. Trump turned around early in the campaign and said, I can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it, I want to be very clear. He's not joking. He's telling you the truth. He said, you don't know him. I do.
Do you remember that guy? Yeah, Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former attorney and fixer, who's been doing some time in prison. Well, just this past September, Cohen said, and I quote, Trump may be the first sitting president to go from the White House straight to prison. Yep, that's right. And word on the street right now is that Trump isn't just fighting this election so he can have another 4 years, but hopefully so he can have a get out of jail free card, because he could be facing criminal prosecution once he's out of office. That is very interesting. And it's also a good reason never to concede. So let's talk about it. I'm attorney Adrienne Lawrence, and this is Overruled. Welcome to TYT Overruled, where you get to be the judge. And your case for today, it concerns prosecuting President Donald Trump for potential crimes that he committed. And these crimes, they range from everything from foreign bribery to obstruction of justice. So here are the 3 things that you'll want to know when it comes to charging presidents with crimes, particularly one Donald J. Trump. First, you may be asking, why hasn't Trump been prosecuted yet? Well, federal law protects sitting presidents from being indicted for crimes. The Justice Department has said that for years, that a sitting president can't be charged with a crime. And that's why Bob Mueller also said that he couldn't charge Trump, that it would be unconstitutional. But the thing is, we don't really know if that's true or not, because it's never been tested by the courts. As in, no prosecutor at the federal level has ever tried to indict a sitting president. And who knows if that's going to happen with these last months left of what could be Trump's first administration and only administration, largely because his legal henchman, William Barr, is not about to indict him. However, SCOTUS the other day issued that interesting ruling that was for New York state authorities in their investigation of Trump. Remember that? And it seems that state authorities may be able to indict a sitting president for crimes that he did commit. But who knows? We don't know if we're going to actually see whether that is true or not, or whether we'll wait and Trump may be out of office. Second, so what's the rule on when a president leaves office? Unfortunately, sitting presidents who engage in criminal acts are still never really prosecuted or held to account. And you can blame elitism and classism for that. Basically, presidents, they go without any kind of accountability or punishment because they've got powerful friends who can do them big favors. Also, there's this kind of underlying sentiment between the 1%, kind of a gentleman's agreement, that essentially helps them evade criminality and crimes and any kind of accountability. Like we were ever going to see George W. Bush be hauled into court or an international tribunal to answer for his war crimes. Yeah, right. That's not happening. And that's why no former U.S. president has ever seen the inside of a jail cell, whether they earned it or not. But who knows? That could change. What could make Trump's situation different and possibly encourage prosecutors to actually enforce the laws against him is that he just pissed off a lot of people. Also, the range of alleged criminality he's engaged in is so far outside of the scope of presidency that it may be intolerable.
Could you charge the president with a crime after he left office?
Yes.
You believe that you could charge the president of the United States with obstruction of justice after he left office?
Yes.
And speaking of intolerable, Trump also was doing things that, other former presidents, they didn't do when it came to racism, sexism, and other displays of intolerable behavior. So he has breached that gentleman's agreement. And lastly, Trump's really powerful in terms of inciting people and getting people to support him. The word on the street is that he will run for office in 2024 if he does not win the election this time. And so there's a possibility that the Dems and the rest of us will have to deal with him in 4 years. And that could be very dangerous. So should they actually want to enforce the laws against him, it could be worthwhile just to shut him down, even if it goes against the class rule. So that's it. Those are the 3 things you'll want to know about potentially prosecuting Trump. Do you think that he'll ever be brandishing a shiny pair of handcuffs in the next few years, or do you think that the powers that be will protect him? You let me know your thoughts below. Also, hit me up on Twitter using the hashtag TYTOverruled, and I'll catch you next time.